Here's a fun little title, viewers. Wacky Races. 2D platformer developed and published by Atlas and was released in 1992 or 1991 depending on where you look. Oddly enough, Wacky Races not really a racing game like you might think it would. Based on the Hanna-Barbera cartoon Wacky Races and featuring the characters Muttley and Dick Dastardly. Oh boy. There's an unrelated Amiga game of the same name that was released in 1991 and is actually a racing game. The racing game came out in 2000. Probably not for the Amiga though. We control Muttley and go through 3 different areas of hip hop, splish splash, and go-go America in typical platform action. By collecting 100 diamonds, we gain an extra life, and by finding a bone, Muttley can switch out another one of his weapons, adding a slight strategy element to the game. Collecting bones can also give you the ability to hover and increase your health bar. There's not a whole lot of information about this game, which is kind of weird because, from what I remember, this is a pretty popular game. Atlas, however, wasn't really big back then, and this was the 90s, the early 90s, about the time the Super Nintendo was getting ready to come out, so it probably just kind of slid under the radar there for a lot of people. Plays very similar to Felix the Cat, from what I've played of the game so far. Not a bad game, not altogether a good game. Different for Atlas, not the Atlas I'm used to, but not a bad game at all. Controls are pretty decent, music's pretty good, graphics are great. Pretty solid little platformer. If you played Felix the Cat and liked it, if you played Chip and Dale, maybe even the Tiny Toons games, if you played any of those, you should probably give this one a shot.